You tell me when, buddy.
Got it. Okay, and let me just confirm that we are there. Yep, we are live.
Fantastic. All right. August 7th, our next installment of the 100 Days of Songwriting online open mic and international forum. 100 Days of Songwriting is a motivational and inspirational community that brings together songwriters, composers, lyricists, and producers to promote getting into the habit of writing, sharing, and growing our craft. All are welcome. It doesn't matter your race, sexual orientation, belief system, age, source of inspiration, style of music, or experience level. You have a place at 100 Days of Songwriting. Today we have 6 performers from around the world. I'll bring them to the stage in order. They'll each present between 2 and 4 songs to you today. I want to thank them in particular, everyone who's performing today, because they're taking time out of an event that occurs several times a year, where at 100 Days of Songwriting, we have what we call our EP challenge, an extended play challenge, where people complete and record the work that they may have developed during the 100 Days of Songwriting segments. So I know that several of these performers are very busy finishing up their tracks. Thank you in advance to all of you for your participation today. Our first performer is Thomas Ling Poulsen. He's from Ringsted, Denmark. Thomas is a boy who wrote songs as soon as he knew 3 chords. He got sidetracked by the classical guitar for roughly 30 years and is now back to songwriting while still living and loving the classical guitar. Thomas, I'm going to bring you to the stage. Okay. I'll spotlight the videos for everybody. Hold on just a second. A little technical difficulty here. I'm going to pin you. Thomas, you have the stage.
All right. Yeah, my first song is a song that came out of frustration. One of the most important features of the 100 Days of Songwriting community is that we share our work every day if we have something to share. And one day I just hadn't gotten any ideas, so I sat down and wrote the sentence, "Today I didn't write." And all of a sudden, rhymes sprung to my head and a song came out of it. And this is it. All right. Today I didn't write, no matter how hard I tried. Not a single word would materialize, so I grabbed myself a burger with fries. Sometimes life is hard, then I procrastinate and don't make art. Today I didn't draw, my mind wouldn't see the line. I debated myself into apathy state, so I just sat here on the couch and ate. Sometimes life is hard, then I procrastinate and don't make art. Today I didn't sculpt, no shapes would grow out of the clay. I look back on the world and the shape we are in, so I poured myself a tonic with gin. 'Cause sometimes life is hard, then I procrastinate and don't make art. How do you make a lyric relatable in a world where even facts are debatable, where our egos so easily inflatable? Leave less space for common sense with each passing day. Sometimes life is hard, then I procrastinate and don't make art. Sometimes life is hard, then I don't make art. So hard. Make art. All right, thank you. My next song is a song called "The Cautionary Tale of Dave's Guitar." It is inspired from a writing prompt that came up in the 100 Days of Songwriting group that stated that we should take an old idea and change it, renew it. And this idea is the oldest idea, sorry about that I can think of. It is the first song that I remember writing when I was around 10 years old. It used to be a 3-song chord. It is now a 5-chord song, 3-chord song, 5-chord song. It used to be about the members of my first band that we formed in the 3rd grade, and I had a verse about each member, and the original lyrics stated that it would not be a long song, but it was a very long song. But I took the melodic outline and I took the idea of writing about an instrument, and then a bit of inspiration from a Danish singer-songwriter, Kim Larsen, and one of the songs he wrote in his first band, Gasoline, about a guitar player who had problems with broken strings and difficulties surviving a bear attack because he could not play to the bear. The bear wanted him to play, and if he couldn't play, it would kill him. No bears in my song, but there's a grain of inspiration in there. I'm just gonna unmute some channels so that my guitar sounds more or less full. I promise I did tune before I sat down here, and now it's not in tune. Much better. Okay, here comes the cautionary tale of Dale's guitar, and I will press my foot pedal so the reverb, my lovingly dubbed digital cathedral, comes on. Here it is. Let me tell you of my friend Dave. It's a cautionary tale. He was gonna be a star, but never got that far. Dave had got a brand new guitar. He took it down to Freddie's bar, strummed it hard, that was his thing. Then he broke a string. Poor old Dave, the guitar made him a slave. He got bitten by the music bug. Now all he wants to do is rock. But Dave was not about to give up. No, he was gonna reach the top. People came to hear him sing. Oops, another string. It was getting harder to play. He kept playing anyway, working hard and smiling hard, but wasn't very smart. No, poor old Dave, the guitar made him a slave. He got bitten by the music bug. Now all he wants to do is rock. Saturday and night with a crowd who were ready to be wowed. Dave was down to only one. That was no fun. But what his story told me to do might be good to know for you too. Among many other things, learn to change your strings. But poor old Dave, the guitar made him a slave. He got bitten by the music bug, but without strings he cannot rock. That was that one. See if I can get all the technical schmechnical to work here, so I can look you in the eye while I present the next song. The next song is written for my significant other, and as far as I know, she hasn't heard it yet, and I don't know if she's listening right now. So that will be something to talk about when I get back to the living room at some point. But this song started out being in both English and Danish, but for the purpose of tonight, I will sing it in English because it's an international audience. This was a very famous Chinese piece called Chuning. Now I'm gonna sing this song. It does not have a chorus. It's a lot of verses, 4 verses, that just flow into one another, and it sounds a little something like this. Reverb, sorry. Before I even met you, you knew me so well. We shared so many letters, no secrets were held. But still there was so much to learn about you. The fact is I'm still learning each day we live through. My lack of knack for planning, you plan your way around. You tolerate with grace my deep sleep's breathing sound. I take the things life sends my way in my stride, as long as I know that I'll sleep by your side. You taught me to stay humble, but claim pride I own. I want to keep evolving the way you have shown. The girl I fell in love with, the woman I love, the same and yet so different, both fit like a glove. To sit and share a silence, to speak of this and that, to pick your brain in order to learn where mine's at. My home will always be next to you, see. With you, I'm a far better version of me. And last but not least, as the most recent song that I wrote at the end of the now finished 100 days of songwriting period, I was thinking about playing my up until now biggest hit, The Millennial Cowboy, but I thought if people wanted to hear that one, they could stream it from all of the major streaming services. It's available. Search Millennial Cowboy and a picture of a cowboy in a sunset will turn up, and you can click that song and see what I did there. This one is called So I Run, and I thought that I wanted to make a driving song, something you could listen to while driving out a long, almost endless road. So here is So I Run, with the digital cathedral turned on. open road with nothing on my mind. For once without a load of weight to bear, I'm leaving the grind. The sunlight on the ground, so bright and unashamed. My windshield all around, the carcasses of summer are spread. The wheels are turning, I'm not returning, I'm on my way. I wanna be a place where they won't recognize my face, where things I might have said and done won't dictate how I'm seen, so I run. Out on the road alone, the ocean by my side. Out there in waves unknown, you wouldn't see the tears that I cry. I hide myself away to be what they expect. Sometimes on better days I feel like someone I can accept. The wheels are turning, I'm not returning, 'cause I'm on my way. I wanna be a place where they won't recognize my face, where things I might have said and done won't dictate how I'm seen, so I run. Are turning, I'm not returning, I'm on my way. I wanna be a place where they won't recognize my face, where things I might have said and done won't dictate how I'm seen, so I run. I wanna be a place where they won't recognize my face, where things I might have said and done won't dictate how I'm seen, so I run.
Bravo, Thomas.
Thank you. And
so
that's
much.
it from me.
That was lovely. That was lovely. Thank you for your debut on this stage with us. Really appreciate it. I am now going to bring up Jeff Henke. He's returning to our open mics. Thank you, Jeff, for showing up again, bringing your art, bringing your music. Jeff is a singer-songwriter from Bloomington, Minnesota, who has played music for over 40 years. He has several EPs in the works that will be released soon. He plays live streams often over his music page at facebook.com/Jeff Henke Music, Jeff Hanke Music. He loves playing live and sharing his love and appreciation for music of all kinds. Jeff, I'm going to bring you to the stage. The stage is yours.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, beautiful. Let's give it up for Thomas. What a great open. Then you bring in the dinosaur. Oh wait, all right. This first one is a song I wrote back when I was, oh geez, how old was I? Maybe I was 20. It kind of cemented my way of thinking that songwriting was going to be the way it would work. Because when I got done playing it for my girlfriend, I got a big kiss at the end of it. So it's a little love song called The Way. Wait a minute. Rest Easy Tonight is the name of the song. Sorry, I'm getting all confused here. Let me just play and we'll go from there. All right? Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last few days we've been under pressure. Little fights make the tempers flare. There's been no time for me to mention, but I wanna let you know how much I care. Think about what's been keeping us together. Some folks said we didn't have a prayer. I'll be with you through any kind of weather. When the going gets tough, you know that I'll be there. Rest easy tonight, it's gonna be alright. No need to worry about a thing. We've been uptight, let's sleep on it tonight. Bound to be better in the morning. You know how long that I've been regretting things I've said to you in the past. But you're giving me long restitution. For that I'm giving you my best. Rest easy tonight, it's gonna be alright. No need to worry about a thing. We've been uptight, let's sleep on it tonight. Bound to be better in the morning. Bound to be better in the morning. All right, excuse me for just a second. I got dry, and as I tell the guys in the group, I've got a severe drinking problem. Excuse me for a minute. So that was one of the songs that kind of got the whole train a rolling here, and this next one I played for my wife, and she said, "Why don't you do more with it?" So I did, and I'm not sure if I'm going to include this one on my next EP or not, the one I'm doing now or not. I might. I've got songs set up for it, but this one just might sneak into it. It's a little song about good guys and bad things. It's a song called "What Did You Do?" And it goes like this. Ooh, hoo, what did you do? You'll pay for it in the end. Drug deal going down in the gritty back alley. Streetlight throws a halo into the night. If you fall on the brick as you run onto the valley, your hair stands on your neck, deep in fright. You sprint by the canal with water black as coal, kept safe from the edge by the iron fence. Your eyes scan around, you feel like you're in a fishbowl, trying to keep those bad guys off of your tail. Ooh, what did you do? Taking advantage by the wrong kind of man. Ooh, what did you do? You pay for it in the end. There's a light in the house, down on the corner, heartbeat hammering, hoping you'll survive. Just a few more yards and you'll be undercover, but you run into the belt of a Colt 45. The drug deal gone bad and you took out the dealer. His friends caught your trail and you paid the price. Ooh, ooh, what did you do? Taking advantage by the wrong kind of man. Ooh, ooh, what did you do? You paid for it in the end. Ooh, what did you do? Taking advantage by the wrong kind of man. Ooh, what did you do? You paid for it in the end. Ooh, What did you do? You paid for it in the end. Oh yeah. It just seems like these go fast, don't they? They always do. I'm gonna grab a little bit more water. Sorry for being with a big bottle and such. Let's see. No, I start okay. This is a song about a little love song that went wrong in the beginning but wound up all right. It's a little love song called Midnight Train. Goes something like this here. We met for drinks at an uptown bar. Thought us being really cool. But the young lady slipped me a Mickey and played me for a fool. Off with my credit cards, ID and cash. Left me struggling for my balance while trying not to crash. Midnight train, where are we going? Midnight train, you're sure not slowing. Midnight train, where are we going on this midnight train? Caught up with her at a boutique. The dress she wore was really hot. I gave her a wink and a smirk. Guess who just a call? Confusion reigned all around as the thief was unmasked. If you really wanted that dress, all you had to do was ask. Midnight train, where are we going? Midnight train, sure not slowing. Midnight train, where are we going on this midnight train? I bought her the dress with accessories, dinner and a little mate. 6 months later we're married, and it all started with that train. Midnight train, where are we going? Midnight train, you're sure not slowing. Midnight train, where are we going on this midnight train? Midnight train, where are we going? Midnight train, you're finally slowing. Midnight train, we're through riding on this midnight train. We're through riding on this midnight train. Midnight train. It's been fun. It was quick.
Thank you, Jeff. Very much
you,
enjoyed
Aaron.
that.
Always
Always.
fun.
Next up, we have Mr. Rick Innes. This is his first time performing on the open mic stage for 100 Days of Songwriting. Rick is a Toronto-based purveyor of techno-acoustic, ethno-electric, electro, agit pop, post-punk, folk, funk. Always interesting to hear what he has to bring. And I'm going to interject, buddy. Although we live by the 100-day cycle on 100 Days of Songwriting, once Rick got started the first time, he never stopped. Today, by my count, for Rick is day number 510. So what a great way to celebrate day 510. I'm going to bring to the stage Mr. Rick Innes. Stage is yours, buddy.
Thank you. So, quick mic check, even though we've done all this stuff before. We heard that?
You're good.
All right. Yeah, the only reason I'm on day 510 is I'm worried if I stop, I won't start again. So it's just fear that keeps me going. All right. So I'm going to start with a song I wrote. Both these songs actually go back to the first 100 days and to the first EP challenge from this time last year, because I'm actually still trying to get recordings of them that I'm anywhere near happy with. Anyhow, quick moisturizing break. Very unprofessional. Should have done that before I started. Anyway. Alright, here goes nothing. This paradise on stolen land is built upon the backs of those who came before, and on the labor and the souls of those transported or enslaved for being poor. This paradise was built on blood, and paradise is only surface deep. Peel back the walls, tear up the floors, the bones of those it built on lie beneath. This paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen land. Paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen land. This paradise was built on lies of exploration and industry, but there's a hidden history they never taught in school to you and me. This paradise was built with whips, clutched in an overseer's hand, on torn flesh and broken bones, and blood soaked into the sand of this paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen land. Paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen land. But all this happened years ago, so what's it to me and you? Just relax, crack another brew, and let's enjoy the view of our paradise on stolen land, built on the blood and the sweat and the toil of those whose spirits linger on, not far beneath the soil of this paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen land. Paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen, paradise on stolen land. So a bit of context for that song. Back when the whole Panini that we've been going through started, Panini, Pando, anybody else got cute names for it? Pandora. Yeah, my extended family started having Zoom conversations with like my siblings and cousins around the world. One of my cousins in Australia is, I won't say his politics were a little on the arid side. We're probably about as diametrically opposed as you can possibly be, politically speaking. He's the kind of person who uses woke as a term of abuse, or a term of invective, and refers to the Chinese virus. You know, can't call the child by its proper name. Anyway, at one point he sent around a bit from an Australian newspaper talking about the neighborhood he lived in and all the nice touristy things to do there, and invited us to join him when all this was over in his little bit of paradise. And I thought, yeah, mate, paradise on stolen land. The song kind of wrote itself from there. So this next song was inspired by, I guess, three things. The weather, King Lear, and my father, who I have sometimes compared to King Lear, and it's not necessarily a complimentary comparison, but he's not around to hear it now, so no harm. No foul, no harm. This is called The Storm. Do you hear the storm coming? You see it cross the sky, mighty clouds like mountains rolling. Where will you run? see the thunder breaking? Do you see the lightning flash? Do you feel the wind rising? Do you hear the trees crash? Do you hear the trees crash? Yes, I see the storm a-coming. I see it cross the sky. I see those clouds a-rolling. I will not run, I will not hide. I will not run, I will not hide. I see the thunder breaking, I see the lightning flash, I feel the wind rising. I hear the trees crash. Yes, I hear the trees crash. I see the storm coming, it swallows up the sky. I shout defiance to it. I make my stand, I will not fly. I make my stand, I will not fly. And that's all she wrote. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Lovely. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your music today. That was great. You I hope are energized now, re-energized for the next 510 days, and hope to see you, sooner than 510 days out for your next time up. Thanks very much. Next up, we have from Annapolis, Maryland, Mr. Joe Thompson. He has been writing music since he was a toddler in the bathtub. Some might say he has improved since then, but some others are apparently not so sure. Joe, I am bringing you to the stage, and it is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, I don't know. As I've gotten a little older, I've gotten a little more anxious about performing. I don't know why, but I'm going to lean into that by starting with a song that I wrote on an instrument that I don't play very often or very well, but I hope you enjoy it. Baby, put that gun down. I say, baby, won't you put that gun down? If you'd only listen to me, I could explain. I was feeling kind of lost and I went walking in the rain. She was standing by the corner on a nightclub down at the edge of town. And I'd love to tell you more, but first, please put that gun down. Baby, listen to me. you have to listen to me. She was lost and she was lonely, and we were both a little blue. And there was something in her eyes that reminded me of you. She was looking wet and freezing, and she needed to get warm. And she asked to come inside to get away from the storm. But baby, put that gun down. Baby, please put that gun down. You look a little angry, a little bit tense. I'd like to say a few words in my own defense. We both know I'm a loser, and I like to play around, and I don't guess that was helpful. So put that gun down. Baby, please put that, I'm begging you, baby. Okay, and now I'll go to an instrument that I really know how to play. Well, okay, I sort of know how to play, but I've been playing for a long time, let's put it that way. This is a song called When I Was a Cowboy, because I've been a lot of things in my life. I've been up and down, over and out, and I know one thing. No, it's a different song. Okay, this is called When I Was a Cowboy. When I was a cowboy, a long, long time ago, I was set upon by bandits in the border near Mexico. They took my food and my water and left me there to die in that barren and forsaken land beneath that desert sky. Well, 4 days without water, and I heard my mama call from a place up in God's heaven from which Satan had his fall. She said the Lord would find me, but I cannot tell a lie. I had no faith in miracles underneath that desert sky. Well, the days were hot as hell itself, and the nighttime was cold as sin. Eyes were watching from the shadows, and danger lurked within. But I disappeared. I finally found a creek bed that disappeared before my eyes. So I offered myself up to death beneath the desert sky. Well, the darkness came upon me, and I knew that I was dead. But when I opened up my eyes, I was in an unfamiliar bed. My stomach ached from hunger, and my lips, they were not dry. I've been rescued from the cusp of death beneath the desert sky. They said his name was Carlos, and he fed me like a child. Said he'd never run out in the desert wild with a vision of a woman stopped him from passing by. And he followed her to where I lay beneath that desert sky. Well, when I was a cowboy, a long, long time ago, I was set upon by bandits on the border of Mexico. They took my food and water and they left me there to die. But it seems the Lord had other plans underneath that desert sky. Okay. I had a few there. For the last one I'm going to do, I was torn. I'm going to try this one. One of my more meaningful songs. At least to those of us who are getting a little older. Good golly, Miss Molly, have you heard the news? The future came in wearing blue suede shoes, and yesterday's tomorrows are tomorrow's yesterday. Forget about your troubles and let them drift away. And honey, put your slinky, your spacesuit on. Gas up the jetpacks and let's get gone. With your chrome-bladed cheaters and your hair piled high, we'll shimmy through the stars, blaze a trail across the sky. Good golly, Miss Molly, will bless my soul. Turn the hi-fi up to turbo and let's rock and roll. We'll split like an atom, leave our troubles behind. And when mama don't know, mama can't mind. And honey, put your slinkiest spacesuit on. Charge up the jetpacks and let's get gone. With your chrome-bladed cheaters and your hair piled high, we'll shimmy through the stars and we'll blaze a trail across the sky. I was conceived in the backseat of a souped-up UFO, on the backseat of dimensions where lovers love to go. My daddy looked like Elvis if you only got one glance, and mama stopped the universe when she started into dance. I said, honey, put your slinky, your spacesuit on. Gas up the jetpack and let's get gone. With your chrome-bladed cheaters and your hair piled high, we'll shimmy across the universe. We'll shimmy across the universe. We'll shimmy through the cosmos and blaze a trail across the sky. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks very much. All right. Not only do I have the pleasure of following Joe in performing today, I also have the pleasure of being not only a near neighbor with Joe, I'm also from Annapolis, Maryland. Joe and I also happen to be related. Uncle Joe, my wife's uncle. Ira Barron, I'm a bassist and backup guy for most of my time. Joe, I'm going to mute you, sorry. Most of my time playing music, which has been a long time now, longer than I care to admit. Over the last year during COVID, I picked up guitar again and put it down when I was about 14 years old, since it kept me company, gave me something to do. And then I discovered 100 Days of Songwriting. Rigel is no longer on the Zoom, but I think he's on the Facebook. Thank you, Rigel, for putting the organization together. I've gained a tremendous amount from it, and I love having these opportunities to host open mics and periodically play. I've got 3 songs for you. The first one is about learning painful lessons about yourself. Sometimes we feel like we're where we want to be in life, and then discover that we're not ready for it. So this is a song about being told you're not ready, and then hoping to get back there. It's called Make My Measure. Defeated, uncleated, she set me adrift, while tethered my wayward ways opened a rift. None of my lines could span. Off I was cast to become a true man. At last, any port in a storm she would not entertain. She knew the whole story. I could not remain any longer. If I don't sink in a lonesome sea, might I become stronger? I've slipped my moorings, lost my last anchor. When I get where I'm going, will I thank her for cutting me free? May the sea make my measure, the treasure I ache for is me. Waves crash and propel me, but where they won't tell. Will my course lead away from the sea witch's spell? I can just hear their voices, I can't trust my choices. I've slipped my moorings, lost my last anchor. When I get where I'm going, will I thank her for cutting me free? May the sea make my measure, the treasure I ache for is me. Some fool mapmaker, cruel with an unsteady rule, must have known he'd drawn the wrong plot. At the core of this chart is my own bleeding heart. My X still marks the spot. I pass lovely isles with no yearning to land. Steady hand at the helm, am I learning to know who I am? Will she see me as a true man? Do I sense channels shifting? It's so hard to tell. Will I be welcomed ashore or swept off in a great angry swell? Cast away, drifting. I've slipped my moorings, lost my last anchor. When I get where I'm going, will I thank her for cutting me free? May the sea make my measure, the treasure I ache for is me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A little nervous here. Gotta clean my strings. Thank you so much. This next song, so many of you may have had that experience with your lover where things are going great and all of a sudden you think, where did they learn to do that? Now, you have a choice. You can either be retrospectively jealous, wondering how they learned that, or you can be grateful that they learned that and brought it to your relationship. So this song leans toward the side of being grateful, but also realizing that to learn from your past can sometimes be painful and disappointing. So this is Depth of My Desire. Strike a match on Tinder, you're sure to catch a flame. You told me solid love, more than passion, could never be the same. I fell to ashes, you played a game. You lit me up just to burn me down. Come around anytime you want, then you were nowhere to be found. But if somehow I had saved myself from the pain of your fire, I would never know the depth of my desire. You left me shaking with cold fever. You laughed that you'd be back for more. I held my breath to hold my smoke in while I soaked into the floor. I screamed my sorrow finally spoken without a word door. You lit me up just to burn me down. Come around anytime you want, then you were nowhere to be found. But if somehow I had saved myself from the pain of your fire, I would never know the depth of my desire. I left to find a lover whose sparks that I ignite glow steady through the darkness, don't fade with morning light. I found someone who loves me, got back on my feet again. She swept away my ashes, rekindled the embers that remained. She shows me solid love, molten passion can forever be the same. She lights me up, never lets me down. She shows up anytime she wants, I know she'll stay around. In spite of all you took me through, I give her all of me because of you. And if somehow I had saved myself from the pain of your fire, she would never know the depth of my desire. Ooh, she sets me on fire, stays with me at the depth of my desire. Thank you, thank you. Got one more, and then Kirsty is coming up. This next song is based on a true story. It's not my story, but it was recounted to me, based on a true story. I've not changed any names because, as far as I know, there's no one innocent at all in this story. The names are Mama, Dad, and Mary. I'll let you figure out the rest of it. Mama's curlers. I'm sorry, I need my lyrics for this one. Hold on a second. My mistake. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. Mama always curls her hair before she goes out anywhere. Even when she's looking for a fight, she won't be played, nobody's fool. Something sure made Mama lose her cool. She left the house with a full upset the other night. Oh, we could tell that Mom was mad as she drove, looking around for Dad. She figured with that neighbor gal again, we had no hazy doubt Daddy didn't do Mama right. Out on a crazy spin again that night, but no one seemed to want the ride to end. Mama's curlers ought to tell that things are gonna go to hell. The question is how bad, by what amount? If your curlers get too low, might I suggest that you should go. When Mama's curler count gets down to 1, you better run. Ooh, you better run. That's when real trouble comes. Oh, we didn't have to go too far. Mama already know the bar where Dad and Mary drank the night away. She sauntered in to turn the trouble up. Daddy downed his drink to double up. Mary took a wild swing that went astray. Mama pinched and scratched and bit. Mary couldn't seem to land a hit. And although we were convinced she wouldn't dare, Mary reached for Mama's locks, pulled her hair, and curlers popped. Daddy winced and wished he weren't there. Mama's curlers are a tell that things are gonna go to hell. The question is how bad, by what amount? When they're getting close to gone, you had best just be moving on. When Mama's curler count gets down to 1, oh, you better run. Ooh, you better run. That's when real trouble comes. Mary threw a fist that missed its mark, found Daddy's head and knocked him dark. About that time she started looking scared. Oh, Mama made her mind up and she went in for the wind-up. Mary turned and headed for the stairs. Now they're willing to be fallen in defeat. Their brawling spilled right out into the street. With Daddy laid out flat, I thought this spat was gonna end. The cops showed up. Mama blowed up again. That's the kind of trouble we got, my friend. Police said that was enough or they were gonna have to cuff her. Seemed the only thing that hurt was Mama's pride. When the constabulary went to check on Mary, Mama laughed, I'll see y'all out another night. Mama's curlers are a tell, things are gonna go to hell. The question is how bad, by what amount? When they're getting mighty sparse, you better hold on to your arse. When Mama's curler count gets down to 1, you better run. Ooh, you better run. We gotta keep up on our toes wherever Mama goes. Any minute she might snap. So to recap, that's 3, 2, run. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will now bring to the stage to close our show Kirsty Mulholland. And Kirsty, you are up. Let me give you the intro that you asked for here. Kirsty she's from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Kirsty has been playing guitar for 40 years, but only writing songs seriously for the last 10 months. Incredible. Her first album, Enough, is available on streaming platforms now, and she is working on her second as part of the 100 Days of Songwriting EP Challenge. Kirsty, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Ira. Hope everybody can hear me and hear the guitar. I'm going to do 3 songs, all of which will be on that EP/album, whatever it turns out as, which will be out on my Bandcamp site a week today. The first song I'm going to do is called In Sunshine. This started off, I was sitting in this very room on a beautiful sunny day, so nothing like today here, which is thoroughly miserable. And I was looking out the window at the sunshine thinking, isn't it amazing how a really nice day can make your mood so much better? And thoughts kind of flowed on from that. So this is In Sunshine. Looking at a sunlit sky and fluffy clouds are rolling by. The mundane seems to satisfy in sunshine. Moods behave in different ways, from darkest nights to brightest days. They never seem to misbehave in sunshine. Even in the deepest night, when nightingales are taking flight and all your world slips out of sight, continue. And pressure overwhelms too much and you can't remember feeling such kindness in a human touch. Continue. All of this is real, and all of it affects the way you feel. Take your inner child, let her out and set her running wild. When all the walls surrounding you fall down and let the sunlight through, just for that moment you need to remember. It won't be like this all the time. You'll have your downs and I'll have mine. Another day the light will shine, remember. That was In Sunshine. And stupid mistake. I did the first song in a different tuning to everything else, so I now have to retune. Okay. This next song, just get a little drink of water, is a song that I wrote about a very dear friend of mine, who's had a few difficulties recently, kind of health problems, and this is really about her and her struggles and how I feel about it, because I care about her a lot. This is called Another Life. A life lived in silence, breathing in memories of another life. It looks like make-believe now. As dust gathers everywhere, she could look forward to another life if she could get out of there. And she's lost her way, and she's lost her reason. The weeds grow around her eyes like so much debris from another life. They hide the tears that she cries. She once knew a caring man, so useless and cowardly, ran to another life and vanished into the sea. And she's lost her way, and she's lost her reason. Oh, the spark is still inside of her. The fire that once burned so bright. She's only got one life, and it's this one. Oh yeah, and still sometimes in the middle of all that anger, I can see the girl that's trapped inside her screaming, set me free, and she'll make it someday. She will find her way. She will find her reason. She will find her way. She will find her reason. And she inspires me to be Thank you very much. That was Another Life. So this is the last song I'm going to do. So I suppose it's the last song of the open mic tonight or this afternoon, depending on where you're watching. So this song is one that I wrote maybe about 3 or 4 months ago in the middle of a big lockdown here in Ireland, and it's kind of a song about somebody that I had sort of admired from afar, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if I could actually see you again in person and not be separated? But then I was also panicking that if I ever actually did, that I would be in for a big disappointment. So I'm delighted to say there's a nice little ending to this story, and that the person in question is sitting just behind that door at the minute. So all is good. So this song is called Let Me Down Gently. I've been locked away from you with a stack of unanswered questions in my mind all this time. And as the clock ticks round again, and the hour approaches when we can be released, I need some peace. So as we approach the day when I can pass your way, the confidence that I once had has gone away. So I say, please let me down gently. If you gotta let me down at all, and I'll pick up the pieces from the floor. Please spare my emotions if you can't spare me anymore. You'll find me curled up in a ball again. It's been a year since we first met, and in those early days I thought things were going well. Now who can tell? But since we've been forced apart, it's beginning to feel like we never even met at all. Things have stalled. So when I come round your place and we're standing face to face, before we start it feels like I have lost the race. So I say, please let me down gently. If you gotta let me down at all, I'll pick up the pieces from the floor. Please spare my emotions if you can't spare me anymore. You'll find me curled up in a ball again, again. Start another day, and the time just slips away. I'm in suspended animation. Can I tell you how I feel? And will the act of speaking up make all this real, or will it all just fade away? So I say, please let me down gently. If you gotta let me down at all, I'll pick up the pieces from the floor. Please spare my emotions if you can't spare me anymore. And you'll find me curled up in a ball again, again. And that's all from me. Back to you, Ira.
Bravo, Kirsty. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who participated and everyone who's in the audience as well. Again, we had Thomas Ling Paulson from Ringsted, Denmark, Jeff Henke from Bloomington, Minnesota, Rick Innes from Toronto, Canada, Joe Thompson from Annapolis, Maryland, Kirsty Mulholland from Belfast, Northern Ireland. I'm Ira Barron. We doubled up on Annapolis this time, also from Annapolis, Maryland. Thank you for joining. If you have interest, if you'd like to do some of this, if you'd like to do more of this, please look into 100 Days of Songwriting online. Great community, lots of collaboration. And finally, and once again, especially thanks to those of you who performed who are also working on your EPs for 100 Days of Songwriting. Thank you. Hope to see everyone in the audience and many more in September, and at least some, if not all, and more from within the community back on stage. Thanks all. Stay healthy, stay well.